today the topic we are going to discuss about is the adverse effects of social media. As we all know, we had been using social media for the past 2 or 3 years or more than that, and it is having a positive as well as a negative influence on many other traits on us like physical, mental and all. So today the topic is adverse effects of social media, like how it had been influencing people in a negative way and all. So I think we can dive deep into this.
As part of our good evening all, my name is Ramakrishna Hanuman. As part of our research methodology subject of our course, like we made a research on especially on this topic, like adverse impact of social media on youth. Like we found so many adverse things, like using of social media has been so much, like it was increasing for 6 to 7 hours a day. So he or she might be useful for a productive work instead of it. The adverse effect of the social media is like decreasing of imaginative skills and like decreasing of their memory power and laziness. Like there's some kind of the missing out of fear. Like there is so much of fear that they are missing that social media. Not only this, they are becoming so much lazy and socialization is very less, and it is impacting on their personal abilities, and they are not able to talk about like something in a few minutes. They are not able to talk about anything in a few minutes. So it's my view of that particular point.
In a present society, social media is making affecting the health adversely, and the youths are affected by depression and social isolation. Isolation is a major problem actually, because they are not interested to interact with others. They are only hang to their phone, and anxiety, depression, health issues, and social bullying, cyber attacks. Everything is happened to social media only. But not even focusing to other parts of society, only focus to social media may affect the other society too. Not only them, but the society around them.
As soon as it will decrease the relationship, like if we use social media in so many times, that will also decrease our relationship. Like me and my friend is here. Just an example, like that. If you talk in Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp, then we have not spent that much time in physically. If you meet him physically, we will introduce ourselves. We can spend some memory. We can spend some time. We can create some memory. But in social media, just we can put a message, hello, hi. We just send emoji. That we can't share like we can't share that type of experience, that type of things. That what can we want to share? Like the suicide attempts, the depressions, it will be increased. It's my opinion.
And one of the most adverse effect of social media on youth is that youth start to compare themselves. Like they watch other people's reels, they start to compare their life. Oh, that one is going to there, he is spending his time in this country, in this state, they are having much better life than me. And that's why that is one of the most that they get into depression and anxiety, and in most severe cases they attempted suicides too.
Last speaker spoke about influencers. Influencers is one of the adverse effects of the social media, because they are influencing with the negative thoughts. Most of the youngsters nowadays are influencing by the negative thoughts of the people, who are increasing that negativity among the youngsters nowadays in the present India. So the influencing the youngsters is the one of the adverse effects in the social media, through the social media.
So many are using social media in many ways. So some are making money from social media also. So some are making photo morphing through social media, and because of this many people committed suicide also. So this is a major issue, we can say.
By using social media, we are forgetting our thoughts, and we are following others, what they are doing, what they are doing, what their stories, and we are thinking about others. in every day. He is forgetting himself what he want to do. He don't know. He is following always others like snaps, what he doing, where he is going, what he put. He is wasting all self time and he is following always focusing on others and forgetting himself.
So let's take some real life examples from our own lives. Like when we wake up in the morning, what we are doing first is to take our phone and check the updates, especially on WhatsApp, Instagram, such kind of social medias, right? And like we are itself excluding ourselves from the whole society and limiting us to the space of these some inches of the mobile, and to engage with these kind of Instagram or to games also. Like during the 2017 times, when the release of the games such as Blue Whale and PUBG, we witnessed to so many students or so many youth committing suicide because they completely excluded from the society because they are devoting their time only for 48 hours continuously in the social media. Such kind of exclusion is really impacting on our mental as well as physical health.
Okay, thank you. My name is Vishnu Prasad. I am from Public Administration and Policy Studies Department. When we are talking the adverse effects of the social media, first we have to think: is it the social media who is always being blamed for ourselves? Actually, social media is like a knife. It can be used to cut vegetables and also to cut people. It's according to how we use it. So when it is used properly, it is like an ocean of opportunities. When we see the limitations of getting onto a screen as a limitation, but we can also see opportunities of long distance jobs, relationships, managements and everything through social media. So according to its negative also, there are many positive sides for social media. When we are looking on adverse effects, there are children affecting many mental health issues because of social media. Because at a very small age itself, they are getting addicted to social media when they are getting phone. The parents are giving them and motivating them to use phones because parents have other work. The children will look on social media and keep up their time there. So actually, the problem is ours. We have to use it properly, then it will be much more a positive thing. That what is social media. So we have to focus more on positive sides, and when we are taking the case of children, we can limit it to some age or something. Some age which they can control themselves. They can make decision on themselves. So that might be a better opinion on my side. Because more than adversities, we want to focus on opportunities. That's how we evolve. Thank you.
Hello. So according to me, due to social media, cyberbullying are increasing. According to UK, there is a commission of National Statistics Commission. They publish about the only in UK every 5 youth, one youth are facing of this problem cyberbullying. So according to that, I'm thinking it will be very one day it will be dangerous as like the word like these things. So it should be decreased according to me.
In this AI world, a lot of AI tools are emerged. As like that, in Instagram we saw is a trending one. One side is a well-known person in India, and another side is a common man. When we use that particular AI, both pictures are hugging them, are kissing them, like that. If we use a wrong person, we can. The particular person is threatened by that video. If the particular person is very sensitive, there are high chances to suicide themselves. Like this, everyone know about dopamine. That's a very feel-good hormone which is produced in our brain. It is like that. If we are UPSC aspirant, if we crack the UPSC exam, what we feel very proud, very feel good. If we scroll at 10 minutes in YouTube or Instagram, that equal dopamine will be produced in our mind. Then what our brain think? If we do the social media for 10 minutes use, we can attain the dopamine. No need to hard work, putting smart work these stuffs. So do continue this. Don't put pressure on your brain, don't put pressure on your body like that. So the dopamine, the social media is like that consuming more energy, like which is a very prime time, because we are scrolling 7 hours, 8 hours. Me also, if I took my phone, it takes 8 plus hours in my phone. There are a lot of people use as Vishnu said, there are 2 types of people who use the mobile phone for the academic, and who use for mobile for their consuming time on social media, like entertainment. If you use the particular mobile phone as a positive way, we can achieve a lot of things. If you use the mobile phone as another way, it will collapse our lives also. It's my opinion.
Good evening to everyone. So as everyone said that everything has an advantage and disadvantage. So I would like to say that on social media, actually it's how we are using depending on us. So actually social media is very good thing, but nowadays going that we are taking very easy. And if you are using social media, so we thought that yeah, we can done easy. So for example, we'll take some assignment. So everybody or not everybody, somebody is taking from the ChatGPT. So they are just typing about the assignment and they are writing all these things. So we are not going to explore all these things. We are limited in the social media. And something is the fake news. So anybody can make the reels or video and they will put it on YouTube. So we will see that and we will thought that yeah, this is a reality. So this is a very bad usage thing. And that advantage is that we can explore all these things that and we will take a very short time and we will find out all the information and some data. So this is a good thing. So this is according to me.
So due to social media, the youth today are not able to use the language in its authenticity. For example, using the word probably for probably, lol and all that. They are losing the richness of our language and literature.
And I believe that social media is reducing people's thinking capacity, especially in youths, because youths, irrespective of knowing the content, they are arguing for a false argument. In 2 years before, Kerala government warned citizens for propounding misinformation, like for example, Mullaperia issue, and everyone is putting status that tomorrow Mullaperia will break kind of, and they are not thinking at even whether it is true or not, and they are misleading. Social media is misleading the youth. And in present era, social media is used as a political propaganda, and everything, whether the political parties do or not, or the governments do or not, and they are using social media as their tool to convince others, respective of doing the welfare schemes or anything. And the youths are misbelieved or misled on because of that, and they are part of that. They are victim or that tool of that political propaganda of political parties or may any other pressure use.
I also agree with the Lalita because with the advent of social media, with the excessive use of social media, misinformation and disinformation is being spread more and more. Because if a person is spreading something that is not correct, rumor is being spread more and more each and every day. It is becoming more and more every day, and also it is, as already mentioned, it is being used as a political tool for people to fight over things. And also I wanted to contribute a point, that is health concerns. Because it relates to physical health, mental health, emotional and all. Because while using social media for 8 to 10 hours every day or whatever the time may be, it causes eye stress, obesity, laziness and such problems that they are physical issues, and also mental issues leading to our laziness, and also it reduces our thinking capacity in different types. And also I think health concern is also an issue after using this much time, spending this much time in social media.
And continuity, I would like to say, because of social media like mobile phone, we are our memory power is decreased, totally decreased. If if our important person's mobile number or any of our bank account number or PAN number, Aadhaar number, we don't remember that address. If we want that number, we simply go to the mobile and check things. If you want to make a maths like int plus like that, maybe that is very simple, but our brain is not able to do that. Maybe it's what if it's very strong like that. But after the mobile phone, we simply go to the calculator and doing simple maths. If we train our mind, we can do that, but we don't. We simply like that because it's very easy to operating this kind of things. In like that, it is decrease our memory power and critical thinking or dimensional thinking like that. It's down our memory totally. It's my opinion about your that.
Actually, I will not agree with this screen share because, like, whenever we go to examinations, we need to use our mind. Like as you said, once we need to do some calculations, we are opening our mobiles and we are doing that work. But in examination, you will not have your mobile to do that work, right? You need to keep your mind in that conscious that you have to get the answer, whether it might be right or wrong. But you will use your mind, right? So I will not agree with your.
It's not about minimum percentage, and I'm talking about maximum. In exam hall, mobile phone is not allowed. If you can tell your Aadhaar number or mobile number, but I can't. In this group, maximum people can't. I am talking about maximum number of people. Like
Okay, just imagine you as an aspirant, how many members will apply for UPSC?
More than 10 lakhs.
10 lakhs, right? Is that a small number?
No.
Like, just imagine that.
Just imagine how many people are cracking that. How many people are cracking that? Only a few people are cracking that, like that.
Like, it depends on the mind. Like, my point is, it depends on the mind.
Yeah, but maximum people's memory was decreased. It's not really collapsed. It is decreased like that.
So even though we are talking about the adverse effects of social media, we can't live a single day without social media. Even we are giving this much points about the social media adverse effects, negative influence of social media, we are still gonna use that because it has become an integral part of our life where we are showcasing what we are, what we love to the other people who are following us on WhatsApp, Instagram and all. So it had become a major part of our life where we are spending most of our time, and it's like it has a positive that we are exposed to a wide variety or diverse people across all the country. We are connecting to a person who is in the other continent from the same place where we are. So it gives us a wide exposure, but still we are not talking to the person next to us. It gives a social isolation. So even when we are talking about the negative effects, adverse effects of social media, we are not able to live a single day without social media. So I think we need to talk more about that.
I need to add that social media is making people more idealistic rather than realistic people, because they are following more utopian ideas and they are living in a utopian world, and they are not at all realistic in nature, and that may adversely affect the nation's growth as well as the national security.
That's okay, but social media, I think it's my personal opinion that social media gives us the instant pleasure. Like if you want to go to Maldives, you just open the YouTube, you just see this, then that 5 minute, 10 minute video make you pleasure. And after that, what will be done? If you love watching cricket, you just open Hotstar, you just watch a movie or watch the cricket match. Then after that, what can you do? But if you actually want to play cricket, if you actually love the cricket, you can go to playground, enjoy that, you can play that. That's the sweats, that the hard work that you can do in the ground, that's make you actual pleasure. But social media, it's my personal opinion that can give you the instant pleasure.
Yeah, I also agree with that, because if we compare our childhood with the childhood that today's children are having, it's completely different, because what we had been enjoying 5 to 10 years in real, they are enjoying it right now through some screens and all. So if in our childhood we used to play in grounds and all, and we used to things that are real, and nowadays children are just being in front of the screen thinking that it's the whole world, it's the real world.
Like that, so many games are now reduced. Like we used to play Gilli Danda. Like in Odia, there is a game like Bohu Bakudi. So many games like that that now reduced. Now generation people didn't know about that. That's the impact of social media, because they only know about the PUBG, Free Fire and Temple Run, etc. etc. But they didn't know about the things what we can play. We will play.
But in every case, it is not like that. In many cases, the people are also, the children now are more advanced than us. In some cases also. When we are taking about that science exhibition and science festivals and all, you can see small children are making a big experience and many large things that we cannot even imagine in our childhood. You can see in some cases they are also advanced because they can access to the many of the innovative ideas and many things in very small age itself through YouTube. It's how the basis on how you use it. Okay, so that can also be used in a positive manner.
That's okay, but
that's it.
If you can
according to you told about cricket also, right?
Yeah.
According to the game, when I was in academy, I also felt that change. But social media helped me to practice it through YouTube. By the main professional players also, they are teaching through YouTube. I can learn it from that, and it is my choice whether I play or I just see sitting it. So that's also a possibility.
As we talk about that, kids nowadays are having different childhood from ours. But as a youth, what we are doing when we rain in our campus, what we do instead of enjoying that rain, we just take our phone and just make reels. And when we saw any peacock in campus, instead of just feeling the joy, we just take the phone, just take pictures. So it's not about what kids are doing. We as a youth, we all are doing this. We should not categorize only kids are having different childhood. Even we are having, if we will compare our youth with our parents or our elders' age, we are having. Although I'm from North India, no? So I always just, know of that Kerala has a very good monsoon, and whenever it's rain, whenever I come out all the people of my friends from Kerala, they say that why you are just seeing the rain, because it is the rain I never saw before. I always watch this rain and reels on and this is the first time I'm seeing it in my real life. So this is the thing. Instead of it's not just shooting that in your phone, we should enjoy, because this is the joy of our life lies in this small things. So this is the thing for me.
Yeah, I also agree with that point, and I also think this one is to be discussed. That is losing our culture and tradition. Nowadays, of course, we are also part of the group of people who had been showcasing everything in social media, using much time, using these social medias for a longer time. But I think the upcoming generations, they don't even know what their culture is, what their mother tongue, what their tradition, rituals and all. They don't even know. What is the use in mugging up, having all the technology, science, their brains in having much knowledge in science and technology, when they don't have much knowledge about their own culture, tradition, basic manners. They don't even know how to behave to others. And there are many kids who don't even know basic manners. They are like spending too much time in their phones and all. They don't even know how to interact with others. They don't even have a social life, having a healthy relationship with the society and all. So I think we need to discuss it also.
Yeah, I would like to add to Sneha's point. It's actually isolating our youth. It's creating a FOMO in them. It has turned out to be a standard category for being friends. One who is in social media will be my friend. One who is not is like very outdated. We don't consider them as our friends. So it's creating a fear in the mind of the youth that they will be missed out of their generation. They are not cool.
So I would like to add that boy's point. He said in our childhood we used to play so many games. in our childhood we don't have this kind of technology that now these children are witnessing. So we grown up in that environment. We need to go out and to play with our friends. But nowadays, parents are like working parents. They used to give their children mobile to make calm for them. Like instead of disturbing their parents, to make calm, they are giving the mobile phones. What does it mean is we are trying to make them isolate ourselves. It's not, I don't think so. It's the blame of social media. It's the blame of parents who are giving the mobile phones to the children or the youth. Like they are making that.
Last 3 minutes. Like he told that social media is not destroying the cultures of any country. If you take the example of Japan, Japan is a very developed country and they are having that modernized technologies, scientific technologies, and they are rich in culture. If we went there now, we will see that kids are having that rich in culture and they are having that scientific technology, modernized technologies. It all because of that government and the parents, that self-individuals. We have to restrict our children and restrict ourselves and with the help of governments. And the second point is, as Sir said, political consciousness for every individual is must. So, in certain central governments, certain state governments in India, they are encouraging the influencers to promote that act, and then in one particular state government, they are giving money to the influencers in the social media to promote that act. But without knowing about that adverse effect of that particular act, that all of those influencers in the social media is promoting that act. They are promoting that false act, correct act. They didn't know. They are doing it for only money purpose. They didn't know about the wrong things which are in that act, but they are promoting only for the money purpose. It will become an adverse effect. It will create it will reduce the political consciousness of every individual. So it's some power.
That's a good opinion, but it's not about culture. I think it's about values. They're lacking social values and empathy towards others by using mobile phones, not mobile phones, social media.
And
people are blindly following the trends without knowing what is right or what is wrong. They can't differentiate between. They just blindly follow the YouTubers and the social media influencer. If they are doing this, they will do this. If someone stop them, they even sometimes you heard in news na they just go in very severe stages. Like they sometimes kill just because we heard so many news like if mother stops son to use phone, that son kill mother. So they are doing this. They can't differentiate between what is right, what is wrong. For them, the influencer, the YouTuber is the one who is just doing right. Everyone is there are insane.
I would like to conclude, like, as of me, social media is a double-edged sword. Like, whatever we spend on this, it gives the same back. It gives us the same back. Like, if you spend it for good, it will give back as a good. If you spend it for a bad, it will be give as a bad. Like, someone are earning money through, like, so many are living on the money getting from YouTube, Facebook or Instagram. Like the same way, those who are watching it are getting depressed, are becoming lazy. In my opinion, it is a double-edged sword, having so many pros and so many cons. So it depends on the person how he will use it. So finally, I will conclude that it depends on the mind. How like we have to restrict ourselves how to use it.
So that's time. Thank you.